Hey, I'm Yipley, and this is level 5-2, the new Super Mario Bros. DS 90% speedrun tutorial. 5-2 is a really tight level with not a lot of wiggle room. Because of its close quarters nature, there really isn't a whole lot of room for mistakes. Let's check it out. This first room's a little deceptive. You think you could just run straight into the pipe, but you really can't. You'll bonk off of it. So we need a release run right before we enter, like that. Okay, name the game for developmental strategy, just stay in shell, as always. So you can jump up these two, miss the slope, jump into this little spot, and jump through that gap. And then we're going to run off there so we can double bounce here and come out here. Sometimes it'll shoot you out to the left, you'll just need to readjust real quick. It's not a big deal. Okay, coming up here, there's kind of a tight jump. We need to jump onto the middle and then out as we hit the spiny in the middle. You'll kind of see as I do it. So I'll kill the spiny and jump. Like that. Okay. This section, there's a piranha plant on the top right, and we're going to want to get into his pipe. But he is guarding the pipe. So that's a bit of a problem. What we can do is, if we go fast enough, we can make it to this pipe before it pops out, which is optimal. Or if we're not quite fast enough, which is respectable, we can wait for him for a couple seconds. So usually you'll find yourself waiting for the piranha, but I'll try to skip it here just to show you. I am not skipping it because I bonked there, which is weird, so I'll just wait for him and enter. Alright, and then as always, this end section is pretty easy. Turn around the flagpole. Alright, I'll show you a quick run through to see how it's done. I'll try to actually skip the piranha this time. Okay, release run a little early. And then just run. Run in the shell. Go up these two steps. Miss the slope. Into this area, out through there. Shoot us out to the right. Awesome. And then you can mess with these bats if you want. You don't need to. And then we'll get to the spiny. And hopefully skip the piranha. Like that. Awesome. And then turn around at the flagpole. Alright, that's all for developmental strategy. On to the advanced strategy. It's the same thing, except you get some unmorphs in, and there's one extra jump. I'll show it off. Alright, so same beginning, release a little early. Same part here, except instead of being a shell for the whole thing, we can do some unmorphs here. And then kill this guy, get an extra unmorph in if you want. Up the slope. Jump here. Okay, and here, instead of doing that, we're going to want to kind of jump straight from this ice over that gap. It's kind of tight, so it might take a little practice. I'll see if I can do it. Like that. That's the goal. Get some unmorphs here if you want to. Same thing over here. Unmorph there if you want. And then hopefully beat the piranha. Like that. Pretty cool. Same ending, by the way. Going up top doesn't really save any time. Alright, we'll do a quick run through so we can see how it looks in speed. Release at the beginning. And then get some unmorphs early. Unmorph here. You can bounce off that bat if you want. And then do that. Morph here if you want. I like to get in these bat unmorphs. Kill the spiny, unmorph there. And beat the piranha. And then hopefully you should end up with a 64 if you do everything perfectly. And then yeah, that's the advanced strat. On to world record strats. So for this one, it's another case of QSG. Same beginning, but we're going to use QSG on this little drop off here. So because if we just ran, we'd be at full running speed before we get to the edge. We want to walk for the first 4 tiles actually. So once you're around here on this 4th tile, you can start running, and then once you get here, perform QSG obviously. with the down and left input before you hit the ground. So it should look something like this. Not like that. There's a spiny there. Let me reset that. Should look something like this. If I do it right. There we go. He's going slightly faster. This tight's kind of jump, kind of tight. This tight's kind of jump. That's what I said. Nice. This jump's kind of tight. Then you can run through the rest. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Beat the piranha. And you can get 65s with this. Turn around the flagpole. So yeah, that's 5-2. A little tight, kind of scary, but you'll get through it. And yeah. Yes! Yo! Yes, I did it! Yes! Yes! Let's go!